The Natalee Holloway case is one of the most well-known missing persons cases in recent American history, capturing the attention of the media and the public alike. Natalee Holloway, an 18-year-old high school graduate from Alabama, disappeared on May 30, 2005, during a graduation trip to Aruba with her classmates. Her mysterious disappearance sparked a widespread search and an investigation that would last for years, involving law enforcement, private investigators, and intense media scrutiny. Natalee and her classmates arrived in Aruba to celebrate their high school graduation, filled with excitement and anticipation for the trip ahead. The group stayed at the Holiday Inn and spent their days enjoying the beautiful beaches, nightlife, and various excursions the island offered. However, the trip took a tragic turn on the night of May 29, when Natalee was last seen leaving a nightclub called Carlos and Charlie's with three local young men, Joran van der Sloot, a Dutch national, and brothers Deepak and Satish Kalpoe. Eyewitness accounts indicated that they were seen leaving the club together, and they claimed to have dropped Natalee off at her hotel. When Natalee did not return to her hotel that night, her friends became concerned and alerted hotel staff and local authorities. The following day, an extensive search was launched involving local police, volunteers, and even the U.S. Coast Guard. They combed the beaches, searched the waters, and investigated potential leads, but no trace of Natalee was found. Her parents, Dave and Beth Holloway, arrived in Aruba shortly after her disappearance to aid in the search, amplifying media coverage of the case. The investigation into Natalee's disappearance was fraught with challenges from the outset. The three young men last seen with her were interrogated multiple times but maintained that they had dropped her off at her hotel. The police struggled to gather sufficient evidence, and the case quickly became complicated by conflicting statements and a lack of cooperation from the suspects. Joran van der Sloot, in particular, emerged as a central figure in the investigation. He was charming and articulate but also evasive, leading to speculation about his involvement. The media frenzy surrounding the case intensified as the days turned into weeks, and the public grew increasingly captivated by the mystery of Natalee's disappearance. Various theories emerged, from abduction to accidental death, and investigators followed numerous leads, some of which turned out to be false. One lead involved the discovery of charred remains of a female body, but it ultimately proved to be unrelated to Natalee. In the following months, pressure mounted on law enforcement to solve the case. Joran van der Sloot was arrested multiple times but was never formally charged. His inconsistent accounts of the events that night fueled suspicions, and he was accused of lying to the police. The case also saw the emergence of various conspiracy theories and allegations of corruption within the Aruban police force, as some speculated that local officials may have been protecting the suspects. In 2006, the case took a dramatic turn when a former classmate of Natalee's claimed to have seen her at a nearby beach after she had allegedly been kidnapped. However, this sighting was never substantiated, and it did little to advance the investigation. In the same year, Joran van der Sloot appeared on national television to discuss the case, expressing a desire to find Natalee and revealing inconsistencies in his prior statements. His interviews only served to deepen the mystery, as he continued to evade direct questions regarding Natalee's fate. The media coverage continued to dominate headlines, and Natalee's story became a national obsession, leading to further investigations and increased scrutiny of the suspects. In early 2007, a judge ordered Joran van der Sloot and the Kalpoe brothers to be released due to insufficient evidence. This decision sparked outrage among Natalee's family and supporters, who believed that justice was being denied. In the years that followed, the case remained cold, and various attempts to locate Natalee's remains or establish what happened to her were met with frustration. Despite the lack of physical evidence, the Holloway family remained determined to seek answers, launching civil lawsuits against Joran van der Sloot and others they believed were involved in their daughter's disappearance. In 2010, a major breakthrough occurred when Joran van der Sloot was arrested in connection with the murder of another young woman, Stephanie Flores, in Peru. He was eventually convicted and sentenced to 28 years in prison for her murder. While the arrest reignited interest in Natalee's case, it also left many unanswered questions about what truly happened to her on that fateful night in Aruba. In 2012, Joran van der Sloot confessed in a video statement that he was involved in Natalee's death, claiming that she had died accidentally after consuming alcohol, and that he had disposed of her body in a landfill. However, this confession was met with skepticism, as it was unclear if he was being truthful or if he was attempting to manipulate the situation for personal gain. In the years that followed, numerous searches were conducted based on tips regarding Natalee's possible burial sites, but these efforts yielded no results. The case has had lasting implications not only for Natalee's family, but also for public awareness of issues surrounding missing persons and the justice system. It highlighted the challenges families face when seeking justice and the importance of media coverage in raising awareness about such cases. The Natalee Holloway case continues to resonate with many, serving as a poignant reminder of the vulnerability of young women and the need for vigilance in ensuring their safety. Despite the passage of time, Natalee's family has continued to advocate for her memory and to seek answers. They established the Natalee Holloway Resource Center in 2013, aimed at helping families of missing persons navigate the complexities of law enforcement and legal processes. The center offers resources, support, and guidance to those in similar situations, ensuring that Natalee's legacy lives on in a meaningful way. The Natalee Holloway case remains open, with no definitive answers regarding what happened to her on that tragic night in Aruba. It has become a symbol of unresolved mystery and the relentless pursuit of justice. As new information occasionally emerges and the case is revisited in media outlets, the hope endures that one day, Natalee's family will find closure, and that her story will serve as a catalyst for change in the way missing persons cases are handled. The tragedy of Natalee Holloway's disappearance is not just a tale of loss. It is a story of resilience, hope, and the enduring human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. The search for answers continues, and as long as there are those willing to seek the truth, Natalee's memory will not fade. Thank you for listening to another episode of Loopholery, your go-to podcast channel for quick, witty, and insightful takes on random topics, all in 8 minutes or less. Whether we're diving into quirky facts, exploring weird loopholes, or just pondering life's strange questions, we keep it short, fun, and engaging. Perfect for curious minds on the go. Like or subscribe, and get your fix of unpredictable knowledge bites.